Welcome to the Summer Institute presentations for the 2025 class. I'm Johanna Brown. I'm the Chief Curator and Director of Collections, Research, and Archaeology. And before we want to begin, I want to thank a few folks. First, I want to thank all of you for joining us, whether you're here in this room or online. We're delighted that you're taking the time to spend with us. We're also especially grateful to the National Society of the Colonial Dames of North America in the state of North Carolina, who is sponsoring the presentations today. I hope we have some dames in the room or online, but thank you so much for your sponsorship of this program. I also want to give a special shout out to our Summer Institute Fellows who are sitting here at this table right here. They have joined us for this month. These scholars have enriched our lives and our collections so much over the past 4 weeks, and we are so thankful to have had this time with them. You all are in for a real treat today. They have worked really hard and have really done some great scholarship. We are amazingly grateful for our new academic partner, Wake Forest University. Leah will talk more about this alliance, but I do want to say that we are delighted to partner with the Demon Deacons to further the work of curious curators. We've decided we need our own little motto. Our inaugural visiting scholar from Wake Forest, Stephanie Kosak, has been an invaluable addition to the faculty this summer, and I've decided that I want to audit every single class that she teaches at Wake Forest. She just has brilliant insights, and her warm and friendly disposition has made this such a pleasure for us. So thank you, Stephanie. Of course, Torrin Gadsden has once again this year added immeasurably to our experience. As always, he has wonderful, insightful questions for the students and really helps us all see things from new perspectives, which is great. So thank you, Torrin. Other members of the staff, Jesse Harris, Jenny Garwood, Kim May, Nicole Kraby, have all been vital to the heartbeat of this program as well as they are every year. But I have to single out two people who make this program what it is. Many of you know Melissa Bertram. She's the logistical mastermind behind all MESDA programs. But the Summer Institute is the most complex program that we do each year, and she handles it with a combination of grace, patience, and precision that amazes me every single day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And finally, last but definitely not least, it is with awe and wonder that I want to commend my friend and colleague, Leah Lane. Leah valiantly took over the directorship of the Summer Institute this year, and she has brilliantly negotiated this role. She did a wonderful job of negotiating the agreement with our new academic partner, Wake Forest, and has provided unsurpassed leadership throughout these 4 weeks. There have been many moments when I know Leah was paddling furiously under the surface, but we here above the water have never seen a crack in her determination to provide these students with the best possible experience this summer. It has been a privilege and a pleasure to champion her success. And so it is without further ado that I'm going to turn this podium over to Leah, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the program, what we've been doing, and to get us started.
Oh man, what an introduction, Johanna. Thank you so very much. This is ultimately the ultimate collaborative project, putting on a program as complicated as this one. And so I truly am grateful to my entire team of colleagues for making this possible. Any success that I might have is due to them. And I really want to thank all of you guys for joining us here this morning, both in person and online, to celebrate the scholarship of this class of fellows. I would like to especially thank the National Society of the Colonial Dames of North America in the state of North Carolina for sponsoring the symposium today. This new iteration of their longtime support of Mesda and Old Salem is a perfect synergy of mission. If the dames in the audience could stand or wave, I'd like for us to give them just another round of applause. Thank you. As Johanna mentioned, I have the honor of serving as the new director of the Summer Institute program, a program that profoundly shaped my life. A shout out to the class of 2017. Summer Institute made me fall in love with Mesda, the collection, and the community. It is with great joy and a deep sense of responsibility to our community that I take the helm. Traditionally, the director steals a few minutes here at the podium before we turn to the real reason we're here today, our fellows. And if you'll indulge me, I'd love to take this opportunity to share a few reflections on the program and the month that has just unfolded. For 49 years, Mesda has created a space and a place for hundreds of curious minds to gather and study the story of Southern decorative arts. The community that results continues to thrive long past the hot days of June and July, and far beyond the walls of the old Kroger store at the end of South Main Street. And for those of you who are new to Mesda lore, the core of our building had a past life where it was filled with produce and cereal boxes, rather than silver teapots and corner cupboards. Over the course of 4 weeks, 8 strangers descend on Winston-Salem and join this community. They are immersed in the immersive study of objects and of a range of materials from expert tutelage of leaders in the field. They explore the history of a region, in this case, the Chesapeake. And they turn their minds to investigate a single object from the Mesda collection. Mesda's team identifies roughly a dozen objects that have unresolved questions, juicy lines of inquiry that beg for the attention of a fellow. And those fellows, in turn, draw their object from an infamous top hat. Faced with an unfamiliar thing, and sometimes aided by a file that can be as thin as a single piece of paper, our fellows dive right in. Just a week later, though, those intrepid fellows are once again pulled away from the familiar and onto a bus for a journey through the Chesapeake. They meet friends of Mesda and alums of the program. Perhaps they brave a ferry journey across the James and see exhibits curated by familiar faces, learn how to nap between stops, and when to apply bug spray liberally. They crawl under furniture at world-class museums. They don closed-toed shoes to explore a site under restoration. And they learn more about mortar than they ever knew was possible. Kind friends offer them food and sustenance on the way. One very special couple even let us be part of their 60th wedding anniversary. Mind buzzing with these fresh connections, the fellows return to the classroom and they kick into the study of their object into a high gear. But they escape from the library and classroom a smidge to learn from our Old Salem trades team. And it turns out that processing flax and molding tiny clay sheep is actually rather cathartic. 4 weeks. 3 in the classroom, 1 in the classroom of the real world. And we arrive at today, the culmination of their hard work and mutual support. Those 8 strangers are now 8 friends and have a lifetime of community of scholarship ahead of them as alumni of the Mesda Summer Institute. We call on our alumni to facilitate this program in so many ways. This is a list of those who answered that call to share their time, their expertise, their connections, and even house and home to help make this year's successful. I know we have quite a few alumni here in this room and also online, so I would love for you to raise your hands if you are an alum. Absolutely, I see some great hands in here. And online if you want to do a little wave. One alum in particular, present in this room, answered the call in a huge way. Dr. Torin Gatson. For the past 3 years, Torin, who is himself a 3-time Summer Institute graduate, has joined us for the field study to be our scholar in residence. He brings depth to our exploration of the field study with good humor and a serious scholarly chops. But to stop with the field study would do recognition of his service a great disservice. Torin gives generously of his time and insights in the months that lead up to the program. He helps push our work forward in meaningful ways. And then he literally shows up to make that happen. I can't tell you how many days I pulled up to Mesda this June and found Torin's truck was already there. He was ready to assist and support at every step of the way, and I am most grateful. This year, as Johanna mentioned, we grew our community in powerful ways. It has been an honor to work with our colleagues at Wake Forest University, particularly in the Department of History under Dr. Race Raymond, the School of Graduate Studies, and with Provost Dr. Michelle Gillespie to bring our new academic partnership to fruition. Mesda Summer Institute has always had an academic partner. It's core to our commitment to scholarly excellence. And the Wake Forest University has shared this commitment and has offered incredible support to our fellows through research resources, working space at the Brookstown Inn, and even a cat that comes along with that space named Sally. Some of you guys may have met her. Most significantly, they appointed an inaugural Wake Forest Mesda Summer Institute Scholar in Residence, Dr. Stephanie Koskik. Stephanie, you have been an invaluable addition to our community. You went above and beyond our wildest expectations in every aspect of your work with this program. Stephanie was here almost every single day, helping guide discussion, connecting our fellows with academics around the world, and working to shape the scholarship you're going to hear today. And thank you, Stephanie, for enriching this program so profoundly. And finally, I want to celebrate those who have made it possible for the Mesda Summer Institute to operate as a fellowship program, meaning that all of our students can attend without having to pay for tuition and housing. This monumental sea change took place a decade ago, on the occasion of Mesda's 50th anniversary, when a group of women affectionately called the Mesda Sisterhood stepped forward to commit their resources to make the Institute accessible for everyone. Each summer, named fellowships continue to build on this legacy. I would like to thank the Mills Lane Foundation for the annual endowment that allows a student to study the architecture of the South. In an extraordinary act of generosity, Bill and Susan Mariner commit themselves to not one, but 2 fellowships, one for the study of ceramics, the other sponsored together with the Decorative Arts Trust for an emerging museum professional. And this year, we have a wonderful new addition to this core group of supporters, Carol Holcomb, who has underwritten an inaugural fellowship for the study of textiles. Thank you to each of you. You have made the transformational experience of this program possible for yet another amazing class of fellows. And I've kept you from those fellows quite long enough now.